when I'm out, I'm looking for that vintage fling. But all complexions that I adore, so hard to find, these seem impossible to score. So I dream on to someday find that vintage love. I kept on looking, but everyone's such a bore. And out of a sudden, it's the Kauffie company. Santa's doing his rounds, fans of blankets and rounds. Don't be sorry if you missed it. Here carries a biscuit. It's the Kauffie company. It's the Kauffie company. It's the Kauffie company. Oh yeah, baby, smell the brew. It's the Kauffie company, and it's shipping to you. Kauffie, Kauffie company, yeah. Oh yeah, it's the Kauffie company. It's the Kauffie company. Kauffie,
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to your place of chill. That is the Kauffie company. It is Monday, the 24th of February, and it is a warm 13 degrees centigrade. But it doesn't feel it because it's boiling hot in here. But it's freezing out there. You open the door and suddenly it's cold in here. It's a real problem. But we're back here. Is the radiator on?
The heating's on full blast.
I need to turn it off.
Think of the environment.
I don't care about the environment. We've all done that. We've all done that because the people that are selling the most electric cars are the most hateful people towards the environment. But we won't go there because that's a political conversation. But welcome back. As you can see, unfortunately, we have to say, well, firstly, he's here. Secondly, my jumper is now gone because the orange jumper, which you all know that I absolutely love, has now got a massive hole in it. So my jumper is gone. So now for the rest of the season, we will have to go with Bluey. We have replaced Bluey with replaced orange with Bluey, but I will try and get orange fixed. But before we get going, I want to give a massive show of support to Mr. Sava over at Football Heritage TV, who's got, I don't know if he's announced it or not. But we want to show everyone massive love towards Sava. If you know, you know. But it's a horrible thing. It's a horrible thing at the moment. But without further ado, let's see who's in the chat to take us all through the show. Let's see who's in the chat. We have Andrew Gregory, YouTube member. Good to see you, bud. Good to see you. We got the Sheriffs in the house, YouTube. Ole, 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 ole. Johnson. Big up. Good to see you, Sheriff. Good to see you. Hopefully you're well. We got Ian Ferguson, YouTube members in the house. Hey, morning all. Up the kicking chickens. Indeed. We have Corey Boys in the house, YouTube member. Good to see ya. If you're summer, what the homie is brewing. Good to see ya, Harley-o. Good to see ya. Arm of Will, big up. Arm of Will. We have Paul Clark's in the house. I'm happy. All in the words of the Musketeers. All for one for one. Oh, no, one for all for one. Absolutely. Indeed. For one.
Couldn't keep that.
We never keep a clean sheet, but who cares when you beat? We got Five Guys, and you know you are. Good to see you, Five Guys. Hopefully you're well. Good to see you, buddy. Hopefully you're well, Carl. Good to see you. A long time since we saw you in here. But good to see you. Tom81, YouTube member. Good to see you. Good afternoon, Ben. Big up the chat. Still waiting for me. Press to turn up. Hopefully. Oh, it still hasn't turned up. We got Angus is in the house saying, big up, buddy. You are a git for the pick. Yep. It was Nick told me to send it to you, but I'm going to show it on the stream anyway. We're going to show it on the stream because It's really funny. So here we go, everyone. There he is. There's Miles Lewis Skelly showing everyone that you've got to be humble, and look at those lovely red cards he's got. 2 red cards in 3 games. Well done to Miles Lewis Skelly. Well done to you, sunshine. Stay humble. Stay humble and don't be a rat, and then you won't get sent off. Or in the
getting beat otherwise.
Yep, indeed. He got beat by West Ham.
Must have a red card against the Spurs player.
Fairly recently.
Who was that?
I can't remember. But in the words of Nick Collison,
see you later, rat.
Later, rat. See you later, rat. There was a red. He had been sent off twice. Big up to Scotland legend and probably distant relative of mine, Barry Ferguson, taking over Rangers. Holy hell, they suck. They do. They are indeed. They are indeed, Sheriff. They do like the colour red in China. They do like that colour. They must like Arsenal. You never know. You never know. But how is everyone doing today? It's going to be a chill show today. If you want to talk football, we can do that. If you want to talk about anything that's happening, we can do that. But it's fun. It's fun. Some people think Lewis Skelly is England's best left back. He's not a left back by trade, though. He's only playing there because they don't really have a left back at the moment. But he's done really well.
He's get back in the change room.
Yeah, he's get back in the changing room because he keeps on getting sent off. It's also his favourite Beatles song, Get Back. This is also his favourite Beatles song because he keeps on getting sent off. Stay humble. He's a number 10 by trade, I think, but he can play left back, but doesn't change. You're not playing anywhere if you keep on getting sent off. Let's be real. If you keep on getting sent off, you're not playing football at all. But maybe he'll learn. He's a centre midfielder that can play left back. Indeed. Big up. Good to see you, Daniel. Good to see you. Hopefully you're well. He's a quality player. I think he's all right. I think he's been blown well out of proportions. Well too early. And I think it's the ego's gone to his head. Which loads of teams have injury problems. Arsenal, I'm totally blaming this injury crisis on Arteta. I'm totally blaming it on him. He's run his players into the ground. He's not bought players that should be playing up front. He's been playing midfielders and they're going. That's it. Ipswich, they had loads of injuries. They had 10 injuries.
He's not bought any players, Arteta.
Not really.
And he makes his players run around like idiots.
Well, no, that's Ange Postecoglou.
It's perfect fit.
We don't want Mikel Arteta. We don't want the Misterons in control of Tottenham. No, we don't. He's an 8. He can play there, though. But he's more likely an 8. We've got Stu Boys in the house saying afternoon, Ben and everyone in chat. Perfect weekend for Spurs. Spurs win, Arsenal and Chelsea lose. Indeed, you got to give it to Skelly. That'll teach Arteta for telling him he couldn't have any time off. Yep, indeed. I agree 100%. Definitely agree with Ben. He's definitely a bit too overhyped early, especially with certain Arsenal fans. It's 100. I totally blame Arteta for their injury crisis. He didn't buy enough players in the summer. You could also say that's the ownership of Arsenal's problem. That is their problem as well. They want their owners out as well. But who knows? It's 100%. Forget that Calvin Phillips was playing for Ipswich. Did he play? I can't remember. He's perennial injuries. Nearly as good. Jed Spence's quality. No ways about it. I think he's great. We got no, he doesn't. We're joined by a guest. Aki. Long
What's up,
time
Aki?
no see.
How
The
are we doing?
Hollister shirt is on. And who would have thought Hollister have a Tottenham Hotspur shirt out?
I'm sponsored by. First of all, big up to everyone in the chat. I hope you're all well. I hope you're good, Ben, bro.
Good stuff. We've got Daniel Sandoval's in the house saying good afternoon to all. One love indeed. Yes, please. I didn't watch the game as I was on the road, but watching Big Squid. Indeed, Squid time was there. Spencer's got to be in the running for the England squad. I believe so as well. Isn't that? He's been unbelievable since he came into the team.
Yeah.
This manager gave him no time. And as to be fair to him, no other manager at Spurs gave him any time. He's come into that team and he has taken that by. He's taken not only the number 3 shirt, he's taken the number 2. He's our best defender at the club at the moment, by far. I want to make a coffee, Aki, but you go on about Jed Spence before I.
No, listen, mate. You know what? I'm actually we can talk Jed Spence, but you know what? And I'm still Ange out, but I'm sorry. We've got to be balanced here. We've won 3 games on the spin. He deserves a little bit of credit. Yes, the players have come back. Yes, I still don't think he's the right man for the job. But we're in a place now where we can't, and not just players, managers, whatever it is, where we can't praise things that are going well. It's madness because now you get all the people that are Ange out or Ange in going, oh, where's all these Ange outers? See, we've become such a divided fan base that we can't even give praise where it's due. If any Spurs fan was asked over the last 3 games, you'll get 3 wins, 2 clean sheets. All right, the teams have been inferior, but we were losing to teams left, right, and centre. Players have come back, managers come back. I can't do it. Do I still want Ange out? Yes. Do I think he can turn it all around and we'll be back to glory days and like the first 10 games? No, but I won't shirt away from giving credit where it's due.
You did say balance, Aki, but
Yeah, exactly.
let the 3 teams we've beaten in the last game. We've won 3 games in a row. Brilliant. Who have we beaten? Man United, who are shocking. Ipswich, who are shocking. And who was the other team?
Brentford.
Was it Brentford?
Yeah, 2-0.
Brentford, good result. I'll say Brentford, really good result. Away from home as well. But 2 out of those 3, we should be beating. We should be beating.
But Ben, the way it is, with our form, we shouldn't be beating them. We were the worst team. Listen, do I think we're going to get the same results against our next 4, which is Manchester City, Bournemouth, Fulham, and Chelsea away? No, I don't. But they're much bigger tests.
I think we'll beat Manchester City. That is the team we are. We will beat Manchester City. Think we're Billy Big Bollocks and then lose 4 games in a row. That's the team Tottenham are. That's the Tottenham I know and love.
I'm not disputing that. But what I am saying is, if we're all going to slate things when they're going big up, Leo, I forgot to call you, but sorry. Just so people know, I've not been about a lot. I've got a few personal things going on right now, which are quite hectic to deal with. So I've been keeping a low profile while I deal on that. I apologise, Leo, for not calling you because I said we'll sort out your cap and we will get that sorted. It's just been a shitty couple of weeks for me personally. But yeah, like I said, going back to it, we got 3 wins, and before those 3 wins, we all would have snapped our hands off.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we've got them. So I think we've lost, and I'm guilty for it as well. We're so set in our ways that we can't even say, do you know what? We've just had 3 wins. We've just had 3 wins. Let's be happy as Spurs fans that we've had 3 wins. That doesn't mean I changed my stance on Ange. Big up to everyone in the chat. Like I said, it doesn't mean that all of a sudden all is forgiven. I think, oh my God, now we're winning the Europa League and we're gonna qualify for
them. I've always said it. Football is not black and white.
Correct.
Football is not black and white. Football is a pendulum. The more let's say Ange goes on a 15-game unbeaten run, my Ange out goes much closer to being Ange in. Football is a pendulum.
Exactly.
So a lot of the people that say, oh, you're reactionary. No, we're not reactionary because the last 15 months of form says X.
Correct.
Even when we had the players back, the form at the end of last season was shocking. So if he goes 20 games unbeaten, let's say 12 wins, 8 draws, I'm closer to being saying, you know what, Ange in, because the results say he's doing a good job. So the football is a pendulum. It is a pendulum, and that's the way football should be.
Correct. And I tell you what, people are speaking about Spence, and rightfully so. But do you know what? As good as he was, and he was man of the match, I think there's two other players that deserve huge amounts of credit at the moment.
Yeah.
One of them being Kevin Danso.
Absolutely. He's been very good.
This guy, when we signed him, everyone was saying, oh, yeah, but Wolves, he rejected Wolves for us. How shit must he be? Mate, Wolves have got people like Cunha, Gomez. And actually, they're not. He has come in and he is a bloody beast. He is a beast. Do you know what? It's only been a few games, but my God.
Yeah.
I am very impressed with him. And the other one, and I love the guy, is Lucas Bergvall.
I don't like this, Corey, because I am Ange out, and everyone knows I've been Ange out for a while now. If the results get better and suddenly we look like a good football team, Ange in. That's the way it works. If let's say we go let's say he manages to go to the end of the season, he keeps his job in the summer, and then we start really, really well, and things get better. Then I look like an idiot for dying on a hill. You've got to change. You've got to change your opinion based on the information you're given. The information's telling me he's still not the right guy for the job, and I don't like him as a football manager.
Well, no,
if he starts doing really well, he's done well. That's the way it's got to be. That's the way it's got to be. Indeed. Correct.
Exactly. Andrew, brother, you're completely right. And do you know what? The thing is as well, and I will say with this with Ange, and I've said it before, and I think I said it on your channel first.
Yeah.
I think Ange Postecoglou could lead Spurs to glory. But the only problem or the only fault that will stop him going to glory is, I think, with his style of footballer or play, he needs the elite of the elite in each position.
Sure.
The elite of the elite. Like when he says, I need this guy, not, okay, we'll find a player with those attributes, or we'll find someone that's showing that as a youngster that could develop. He needs the dream team, literally, of I need this player at right back, or forget right back. Big up, Graham, buddy. We need this guy. And Tottenham Hotspur will not buy them, or all of them. And that's the only way I think Ange could do it. Ange would need the elite of the elite. And I don't mean the elite of the elite as in the world's best. I mean the best in what he asks.
Yeah.
Because there are players that will suit his system that don't necessarily have to be the best in the world. I'm not talking about going and spending 100 million on every player. You look at it, he wanted Conor Gallagher. Yeah. Forget
never going to get Conor Gallagher.
No. What I'm saying, Ben, is what I'm saying is forget the Chelsea alliance, forget the wages, forget the Tottenham history and everything. Even me, who didn't want Conor Gallagher and don't like him as a player, he would have been perfect for Ange to do the job Ange needs.
Sure.
So if he had come, or that's what I'm saying, Ange doesn't need the best in the world. He needs the guy that has got the best attributes to do what he needs in that position. And Conor Gallagher would have been that person for him. But that's the thing. Forget where he plays. I could have mentioned a player at Liverpool or Villa or anywhere in the league. If they have the stats and attributes that Ange needed, and we brought them in, and Ange had 11 players on that pitch, all of his choosing of the elite of that, I think Ange can do well. But he won't get that. That's the problem. He won't get that.
He's asking for. It's like, well, I feel it's like me asking for. When I go, because I've got my 30th very soon. I can't believe I'm 30. It's like me for my 30th birthday asking to go to a Four Seasons hotel with this. I want to go to this restaurant, and it's gonna cost 15 grand for the holiday. I can't afford a 15 grand holiday. Can't afford that. You can't ask for Conor Gallagher. He was never going to come. As much as I would want a manager to be given a player he wants, because you do want the there should have been an option that wasn't Conor Gallagher. He was never going to get him. He was asking. It's like he was asking for something he knew he wasn't going to get. Mostly to go at the board. And you've got two people on this chat who are two of the most critical people of the board, even we're going to side with the board and say, Ange, mate, you're never going to get Conor Gallagher. I don't know if this is because maybe it is Ange not caring about the rivalry that happens between Tottenham and Chelsea, because maybe he doesn't realise that Tottenham and Chelsea, before Arsenal moved from Woolwich to North London, Tottenham and Chelsea was the biggest rivalry in London. Tottenham and Chelsea despise each other politically, emotionally. With Tottenham and Arsenal, there is respect. Even though we hate each other, there is respect there. Arsenal still have blue and white in their badge, for God's sake. They still have blue and white in their badge to refer to when Arsenal moved to White Hart Lane during the Second World War. There is respect there. There's no respect, Dave Mackay said it. Was it Dave Mackay said it in the 67 Cup final? When we played Chelsea, they looked at them and they went, we're going to batter you. We're going to destroy you. We are going to massacre you. And we did on the pitch. Chelsea were beaten before they even left. I wish Tottenham was like that.
Well, what you got to remember as well, Ben, though, when you talk about Conor Gallagher and you look at the summer, this big up, Peter. I hope you're good, buddy.
Good Peter.
The Conor Gallagher whole thing, whether Spurs wanted to use it as a smokescreen whilst they were doing other things which they weren't doing, the football club should have said, Ange, there's absolutely no point wasting our time. Yeah. You're not going to get him. Move on. But the club wasted, or whether we don't know officially that they wasted, because obviously it could have been a smokescreen. But even the smokescreen, what was the smokescreen for? 3 youngsters and Dominic Solanke and Timo Werner. But this is the thing. Like I said, I stayed Ange in for so long. I stayed in for so long. It was after the Arsenal game, the performance. I'm not switching just yet, but I won't have it that, listen, he's won 3 games on the bounce.
You've got to be fair.
Yes.
You've got to be fair.
And yes, you can say it was Ipswich, it was Brentford, and it was the worst Manchester United team we've ever seen, which it was. You still have to win those games. You still have to get the 3 points. You are still under immense pressure for every single game, because the way that everyone was on Ange, or not even on Ange, just talking about him. Ange was a hot topic in the world of football because of how has he been given this time and other managers weren't. Other managers are lower. I still think he's got a long way to go to turn people that are against him or don't think he's the right man for a job. But you can't not say we've taken 9 points from 9. We lost every game in January. We've won every game in the Premier League in February. Yeah. So you can't. The Premier League is a hard league, and you have to play everyone twice. The big test is, like I said, is now. You got City at home, which obviously we have their number, but then we have Bournemouth, and Bournemouth have done well at our ground in recent years, apart from last year when we beat them on New Year's Eve. And then we go away to Fulham, where we do terribly. Yeah. And then we go away to Chelsea, where you might as well give them 3 points rather than making the trip there and just save everyone the time. Yeah. But these 4 every single game he goes into is massive, and there's a good chance he could win the next one.
I'd like to say every game's a final, Aki, but we don't do well in finals.
He could lose every game, he could draw every game, but I'm not going to sit here anymore and just be... Listen, the one constant that I will never change on and will always stay with, because I've got 17 years of my own personal feelings, but obviously he's been here for 24, is Daniel Levy. Yeah. But let's give Ange a little bit of credit for winning 3 games under a huge amount of pressure and getting the job done.
That's being fair, isn't it? It's being fair. We got Leo with a membership super chat saying, be a homie, not a jabroni, and like the stream. Listen to this, man. Thank you to Leo for being a member for 4 months. Big up, homie. Big up. We have Ian in the house with 11 months of membership. He's one of the OG members, I believe, saying, get those likes and subs up, my dudes. Cheers, buddy. Thank you so much. Kudos. Good to see you, kudos. Good to see you. 100%. I hate Arsenal, but there's respect there. I hate Chelsea, and there's no respect between Tottenham and Chelsea for many, many reasons. You have to look at the history of the football clubs. I hate Arsenal because I'm a Spurs fan. I hate Chelsea because I'm a human being. That's Rez's favourite quote. It's brilliant. I don't like art. Yeah, everyone's doing it. Brennan has outscored some of the high-profile players in the league, like Gakpo and Foden, same scoring rate as Diaz. I was one of Brennan Johnson's biggest critics when he joined the football club. I really didn't want Brennan Johnson. But the moment I saw Brennan Johnson getting abuse for no reason, I joined the JDL. Even if I don't like him as a footballer, I still don't think he's a good footballer. But I like him. He is, and people are going to go mad at me for this. He is this team's Delhi. He's this team's Delhi. Ghosts, most games, doesn't do anything. Arrives at the back post, goal. Arrives at the back post, goal.
I will say, go on, you finish.
Give him a good coach. I think Brennan Johnson can be a top player. Not world class. He's not got the footballing ability to be world class in any way, shape, or form. But what he does is score goals. If you put Brennan Johnson in the position to score goals and you create for him, his finishing is excellent. And you can't deny it. The moment Brennan Johnson came out of the team, we stopped scoring goals. Whether that was the failure of the team not being able to defend, stop scoring goals. And goals win you games. So, Brennan Johnson's my guy.
Well, again, this has been Angie's thing, saying low crosses into the box. He goes in at that back post better than most in the Premier League. On the back post. He is there. Listen, everyone, and I'm going to compare a player that is nowhere near, but I'm just using it for relevance. Frank Lampard's main aim was arriving late in the box and having the time to be in the right place at the right time. Together, he was an exceptional player. That's exactly what Brennan Johnson does. Arrives late in the box at the far post and scores goals. If you take Brennan Johnson's goals out of our season,
doesn't do anything.
We're screwed.
But look at Delhi. Look at Delhi.
Delhi wasn't made.
Delhi didn't do anything either, except for arrive at the back post and score goals.
No, the first two seasons, mate, he did more than that. But he had the knack. He did. But he had the knack for goals. And listen, he came on. He got 2 goals. The thing is, as well, is we've gone from a team that weren't scoring goals, and now when he scores goals, they're only tap-ins. Anyone could do it. It's like, wait a minute. He's got to be at the far post. He's got to be there. And in the games he weren't there, no one was there. He does nothing. Listen, what gets me is all the time. His gameplay is, apart from arriving at the back post, he doesn't use his pace. He doesn't run at players. He doesn't use what he does or the attributes he's got. But the one thing he has got is that timing at the back post. My pleasure, brother. And he's scoring the goals. Listen, you got to remember, at that time when he scored those 2 goals, we could have been 3-0 down to Ipswich.
Yeah.
We could. Well, the beginning of that game, I think a lot of Spurs fans were like, "Oh no, here we go. I can see what's going to happen here." And he put us into a 2-0 lead. Fantastic ball by Archie Gray to set up the first one.
Yeah.
For Sonny. And then Benson Core for the second one. Benson Core was non-existent apart from that. But like I said, we've got 3 wins. I don't understand why when we win 3 games on the bounce, the first thing we want to do is still find a way to criticise the manager or a player.
For sure.
We've won 3 games in a row. That's 9 from 9. Whether you agree with the manager or you don't like a player, those players have got the job done when we needed it. Shame they haven't been able to do it for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
But this is where we are now, and I, for one, if someone had said to me at the beginning of February, "You're going to Man City," I think it's our final Premier League game of the month. Yeah, it will be. And you're going to win the first 3, and then Man City. If you'd asked me that midway through January, I'd have been no. I'll be lucky if we take 1 win. But they've got the job done, and
indeed,
it's like, listen, the season is a write-off. Apart from the Europa League, it's an absolute.
How we're doing that. That is what Angie's Spurs career hinges on now.
Of course he does.
It hinges on that. If we go out of the Europa League to AZ Alkmaar, finished. Get rid of him.
Yeah,
Whatever
mate,
you have to do.
even if they do, I don't listen. I think we're now at the point where it's going to happen. If anything happens, it's the end of the season, whether we go out of the cup or not.
Yeah.
Because with the manager, you're not going to bring in the manager you want. Let's just say we went out against AZ Alkmaar or Ajax quarterfinals, whatever. By the time the quarterfinals is done, it's mid to late April.
Yeah.
There's weeks of the season left. Weeks. What are you going to do?
You can get the manager in early, though, Aki. You can get the manager in
early.
But
the kind of manager they want probably won't want to speak to you.
You never know.
Exactly. Unless if
Rinketic in the house. Good to see you, Rinketic. I agree, but at the end of the day, Jason, scoring a goal from 30 yards and whipping it over is the same as a tap-in. It's the same. You don't get more points for scoring a 30-yard scream than you do a tap-in. You don't get more points. A goal's a goal.
I think the other thing I mentioned.
Belly did some unbelievable things.
Yeah.
He did some unbelievable things. Like the goal he scored for England against his captain, the audacity of it. But you just don't know. Dele was incredible for the first 2 years of his Spurs career. And then personal reasons, mental health reasons, we all massively support Dele on his journey, what he's going through. But let's see what Johnson does. If he keeps on getting better and goes better and better and better, and it goes up like that, we got to see it. We've got to see it.
You know, the other issue that with Dele, and I completely blame Daniel Levy on this. Yes, we know now he had his personal issues and all that, but when that team started getting broken up and we got rid of Dembele, rather than going and buying another central midfielder, it was like, Dele, you're going to play more deeper now. And you're going to play a more central role. We had the best young kid in Europe lighting up the league, but because of our inability to get replacements in or the right people in, we said, right, Dele, you're going to go from being in the position where you're no one can touch you, and we're going to ask you to drop into midfield. And so we completely ruined him by playing him out of position.
Yeah,
and saying, do this job, even though you're great at this position. Listen, what was going on behind the scenes, no one else knew. No one else was hot.
Yeah.
You could see the drop-off in his performances because Tottenham Hotspur didn't replace him, and Mauricio Pochettino had to try and fit him and give him a new position to play in a new place and do what he did. And that destroyed him as well.
Yeah, indeed. Indeed. We got Rob's in the house. Good to see you, Rob. Good to see you, buddy. I don't think he'll get manager of the month. We've not played well enough. We've won 3 games, but we've not.
Hey, if we beat Man City, 4 wins out of 4.
Yeah. We got Mr. K's in the house. Good to see you, Mr. K. Good to see you, buddy. Flower Power's in the house. Good to see you. Slam dunk is worth the same amount of time as 2 free throws. Same points, indeed. Yeah. I would love him I'd love it as well if he proved me wrong as well. But I'm going to support him because I don't like it when players get personal abuse for no reason. Yes, he probably wasn't worth 50 million quid, but I don't think we should personally abuse players. That's my feeling. We've got A users giving us a £2 super chat saying, I'm worried. With positive. No, they won't. They're not going
let me. I can personally guarantee from the people I know, it ain't going anywhere.
Yeah,
it's not going anywhere. It doesn't matter. It's staying where it is. There are things planned. I'm not going to go into it for Manchester City. Obviously, it's too hard to do it. There's no march or anything, but there are things planned inside the stadium that are new that you will see. It's not going anywhere. What you got to remember as well, user, is when I'm over in April, or maybe just before I get there, but in April, Daniel Levy's got to announce the new season ticket prices, and if there's a freeze or a hike, he's also got to declare his bonus. There are things now where it's gone past the football. Fans are now, whereas I've always said it isn't always the football that I'm mad about, and people like Graham, yourself, Ben, and everyone else. It's been the way the fans are treated, the way the history is being erased and eradicated. We'll
get to this in a second. Thank you for reminding me. We're going to get to this in a second. We can have a jolly good rant.
So there are so many things that people are now seeing. I've always maintained that it's not always about what's on the football pitch. It's been the way the fans are treated, excuse me, and everything else. So don't worry, user. They're not going anywhere. And tonight, if anyone has Twitter, Change for Spurs are doing another space tonight, or Change for Tottenham at 7 p.m. UK time, and Paul O'Keefe is joining. And
Awesome
Paul
stuff.
O'Keefe is going to go in. So they're doing constant spaces. They're putting stuff out constantly. This is going absolutely nowhere. I can absolutely assure you of that.
Great stuff, AUs. Thank you so much for the super chat. If you really want to support the channel and you can't do so because you're abroad, super chat is always a great way of supporting a small business like the coffee company, which is, like all businesses at the moment, having massive problems. So if you really want to support the coffee company and you can't buy coffee, for example, if you live, a super chat is greatly appreciated. We got yeah, I agree with you. When Johnson taps in chances and the team playing well, seems okay, but when the team isn't on top, he offers nothing to turn it around. A fair weather player like many of us. We're 12 for a reason. I agree with you, Kuva. I absolutely agree with you. We're just going to have to see if you score 5-1, the strikes are 5. Yeah, it's the same. It's exactly the same. We got Jessie has renewed her membership. Thank you, Jessie, for renewing your membership. Massive supporter of this channel all over. Absolute amazing person that she is. But we will sort it out. But thank you, Jessie. Everyone show some love to Jessie because she's just brilliant. Thank you so much for being a member. Good, got Barbaric in the house. Good to see a Bard. Brennan isn't a winger. He is a centre forward. He is a shadow striker. Won't beat City. You never know. You never know. We got Phillies in the house. Good to see Philly. Another one from the Phil Army. Another one from the Phil Army. Big up, Ben and Brian. Hope you're both well. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Lovely jubbly, indeed. Yes, he is. He is. Indeed. My two favourite hosts. Great show. Who's this goalkeeper we have now? Indeed.
Listen, Manchester, listen, you can see, I will say one thing about him. His shot stopping is absolutely outstanding. But I tell you what, against Ipswich, the one thing I don't like about Vicario, and it's not so much just aimed at him, it's the way we're asked to play it out from the back. Spurs got themselves into all sorts of trouble with it. Listen, James isn't a fan. He's obsessed with Vicario, like I am, and Alfie Divine. He loves him. He loves him, and he's a phenomenal shot stopper.
I didn't realise Paul O'Keefe was going on that space. I really like Paul O'Keefe. When I had Twitter back in the day, I used to speak with Paul O'Keefe all the time because we both like coffee. So yeah, I'm a big fan. And if anyone,
the good thing for you, for anyone who doesn't have Twitter, just they record it, and then what they do, they've downloaded it, and they've actually put it. Change for Tottenham have their own YouTube channel.
Awesome stuff.
And it then goes on there. So I think they put it on the next day. So tomorrow it should be released on YouTube for people that weren't. And it's very good how they do it. They literally have people. They have the Change for Spurs people come on. They have their say, and obviously Paul O'Keefe will be doing a lot of speaking tonight. And then they bring the fans on one by one, like we do a fan show or something, rather than giving everyone access. It's been. I spoke to Aki yesterday. He's joking there. He's going on the fake positivity.
Indeed.
We've got a bet. He wanted to put a bet on with me yesterday. He was assured said to me we're gonna win by three clear goals. And I was like, okay, do you want to put a food god bet on it? And he was like, yeah, all right. And I was like, so you've got 3 clear goals and I've got everything else. He goes like, well, that weren't fair. So we've got a bet on every goal. The difference in goals, Spurs or Man City. If Spurs win 3-1, I owe him 2 food gods. And if it's the other way round, he owes me 2 food gods. So he's probably jinxed the Spurs defeat. If we lose, it's all Ryan's fault because he's put a bet on it.
This is Jessie's membership super chat for 2 months. And she's followed it up with a £5 super chat. Everyone show Jessie some love. Thank you so much for the super chat. Really helps us out. It's like buying a coffee. Like coming here and buying a coffee. But thank you so much, Jessie, for the support. Jessie's been a massive supporter of the coffee and the YouTube as of recent, and it's always deeply appreciated. We love Jessie's channel over here. Jessie's brilliant. Jessie is absolutely brilliant. Her channel has become a really, really good place for Spurs fans to hang out at night and just have a good chat. It's brilliant. No, he's not a target man. He's not good enough in the air. I've been told Danzo is the next Ledley King. Johnson is the second coming of Bale. Archie Gray is generational Bergval, and Bergval's better than Gavi of Barcelona. Shut up. It's no. Indeed. Johnson is a poacher, and to be honest, get himself. Yep, indeed, I think so. Showing the love. Ian Walker vibes from Vicario. Great shot stopper, terrifying when it's just. He doesn't do that enough. He doesn't do that enough.
Mate, they were the good old days. They were the good old days. 7 p.m. tonight, brother.
Yeah. If you want Jesse's channel, you can find it right there. Go and spend some time over there. It's a great thing. It's a great thing. We'll indeed, Rodders. Indeed. Good to see you. Who knows? We have Jason H with a £2 super sticker. I don't like that it comes up red, and I wish I could change that, but it's really, really annoying.
So the annoying thing is, and I keep saying it, that StreamYard haven't got it.
Yeah, they don't.
So I bring the super sticker up. It's so frustrating.
And I won't do it because I don't want to hear my own voice because I hate listening to the way I speak. I'll always help where I can. Greatly appreciated. I hope he is, but I have my reservations. That's the point.
Look, bless his little child. Bless Rodney, you dipstick. Your child looks adorable, mate. I hope it's all going well.
Yeah. It's good to see little Rodders. It's whether we can boss the city. We won't boss it, but hopefully we play counter-attacking football, and we stink the place out. That's all I hope.
From what I've seen on social media today as well, Guardiola has declared that Haaland will be fit to play against us.
Oh, great!
So
indeed, the final boss of Levy out, and if you smell the cough and Daigle is brewing, not cooking. We don't cook here. Where was he for the Hutchinson kidding? Of course, indeed.
Yeah, well, listen. Do you know what? Listen, some defenders sometimes get placed out of position, and that was a fantastic goal. That was a fantastic goddamn goal. Vicario and Kinski could have been in goal, and they wouldn't have saved it. It was sometimes you just have to say great strike. Yeah, he could have done his defensive duties, but over what has he now had? 4 games?
Yeah.
I've really, really liked his aggression. I've really, really liked his commitment to the tackle. I think we got a good in Dan, so I really, really do.
I think he's really showed up the first couple of games. We've got Tom81 with a super chat as well, saying, come on, let's all buy a coffee and help Ben out. Greatly appreciated, Tomo. Every super chat does help a small business on its journey to becoming a bigger business, and hopefully we are going to grow. So thank you to everyone for the super chats, and they are all greatly appreciated. Ben, if you have this Raya lover on knocking Big Vic again, I'm going to unsub. Hashtag let it go. Let it go. He usually does, but he scored a couple of goals against us, Haaland. City game, we're due a loss and City are due a win against us. Indeed. He's an absolute unit, baby. We will look like Del Boy and Rodders when he's grown up, and I'll be the Del Boy. Big up.
Oh, what a partnership.
Buffon was a genius. When was everyone saw Johnson doing something alone? Brilliant. Never. He doesn't ever win one-on-one defender in front of him for the past 1.5 years. You all in Cook. He's scoring goals. And that's all I care about.
Would I rather him play shit and not score goals, or not do anything and score 2 goals?
Would you rather him play brilliantly and do absolutely nothing, or play shit and score goals? I'm taking the latter. I want him to score goals.
It's a better way of putting it.
He was the loudest baby in hospital, and he was probably saying, do you know what? Rodders' baby was probably like Uncle Albert when he was told about what's it called? Rodney's new girlfriend.
Who's Rachel? Oh, who's Rachel?
Not now.
You know what? I might have to watch that episode. I might have to watch that episode today. I might have to watch that episode.
That's brilliant. Support local businesses. We will all be there. Indeed. Spurs to win 4-1 against Man City. Indeed. New coffee is lovely, by the way. Thank you. Great stuff, Jesse. Hopefully you enjoy it. I
want to know what you were going on about when I mentioned history and you said have a rant.
Yes. Yes.
Because I've realised we've got 15
Tottenham
minutes left.
Hotspur. Tottenham Hotspur Football Club have sent messages to all the media outlets saying that we no longer wish to be known as Tottenham anymore. You will either have to call us Tottenham Hotspur or, for the short version, which is Spurs. Firstly, who the hell cares? Who the hell cares? It's Tottenham. We have a song written about us by Chaz and Dave. Tottenham, Tottenham. No one can stop them.
We are Tottenham from the lane.
Bucky. Do you know what this is? This is the people said when Spurs were eyeing up the West Ham Stadium, the Olympic Stadium. People were saying that this was only to get the 25 million pound grants from the government to build the new stadium, because that 25 million is a lot of money at the end of the day. If you can get 25 million for nothing and not have to pay it back,
I wouldn't say no.
No, you wouldn't say no. But this is the proof. This is finally the proof that Tottenham Hotspur Football Club don't want to be in Tottenham anymore. The only reason they built that stadium there is because there were no other stadiums to be able to move. This is proof. This is the proof that if they had the chance of moving into that stadium in Stratford, they would have taken it with both hands. This football club, it stinks. It stinks to high heaven. You can say what you want about the area of Tottenham, but it's where Tottenham are from. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing that they're trying to remove the word Tottenham from the name of the football club. It's Tottenham Hotspur.
Can I just say I've just seen the message that Mr. Flower is making his debut on We Are Tottenham TV for the pump up.
He is
for Man City. So that's breaking news here. Well done, brother. Look, listen. Do you know what? It's just another pathetic move by these pathetic owners. They've got a lot more they should be focusing on changing than asking media outlets to not address them as Tottenham. I'd like to see them try and say to the fans, stop calling it Tottenham, because they won't have they won't have it. It's utter. Listen, the thing that annoys me is the club continues to do these things in the face of all the stuff that's going on. They still don't address anything that fans are angry about or address the football pitch. They want to address now the name of what how we're addressed in the media. Do you think anyone gives a monkeys? I don't give a monkeys what the media call us. Tottenham Hotspur, Spurs, whatever you want to call us. I don't care. We all know that the club is called Tottenham Hotspur. We have songs that say we are Tottenham from the lane. Yeah. It's not. You think Spurs are going? Do you think the fans are going to start saying we are Tottenham Hotspur from the? No, it's just that I don't understand. Like I understand your rant, but I don't understand the uproar. But it's just that they should be embarrassing. Well, no, Ben. The thing
unimportant.
Exactly. You just said it. It's so unimportant. But I'm not bothered that they're doing this shit. What I am bothered about is that Spurs fans don't see that this is what they do. This is, on a majority, this is what they do. I don't care if they call Tottenham Hotspur or in the media Rainbows and Unicorn Hotspur. I don't care. I know my team is Tottenham Hotspur. I know my team is Spurs, Tottenham, whatever I want to address them as.
Yeah.
And that's it. But the very fact that they think, I don't get why everyone's going, oh my God, look at that. Yes,
well, the reason I'm going mad at it, Aki, because I, as me, was trying to defend the club by saying, okay, they only wanted that stadium because they wanted the 25 minutes. But now I've been mudded. Because it proves that them trying to remove Tottenham from not people reminding. It's what they want. What it proves to me is like, firstly, what do they want? What do they make more in? People go into a football match, or do they make more money by selling tickets to the concerts? And what they want, realistically, is they want the Super League to be a thing, and for Tottenham Hotspur to play against, let's say, Manchester United in LA. whilst they're playing in LA and making a load of money from the merchandise playing in LA, they will be filling that stadium with a concert. Because it means if there's no football played in that stadium, they can fill it with a concert. That's what they want. They want Tottenham Hotspur to play everywhere else, getting more fans and buying more merch whilst they fill it. They want to be making double. They don't want Tottenham to play in Tottenham. That's what they want. That is what they want. They don't want Tottenham to play in Tottenham anymore. They've built the stadium purely so they can market it for concerts and NFL and Formula One and get the football team to play, let's say, Tottenham Hotspur versus Barcelona in Madrid. Tottenham Hotspur versus this team in that country. They want to fill that stadium with concerts, not with football. No. But
that part, listen, you're right in some parts, but we all know they don't invest in the football team correctly with the correct players on the correct wages and in the correct positions that will strongly, strongly help this football club progress as a football pitch. Listen, it's like I said, I don't care what Daniel Levy wants us to be called or known. It's so petty and stupid that whether this was all going on about the name, about trying to get change and get him out of the club was going on or not, this is what this guy does when the heat is cranked up on him bigger than any other time in his leadership or ownership, whatever you want to call it. The first thing you do to try or the first statement that comes out of this club when it comes to change is, okay, I want to change the way this football club is called by media outlets. All it's done is got even the media going, it's
massively backfired, hasn't it? It's massively
backfired. Of course it has, but this is the thing. Don't get annoyed with that. I'm not. Listen, Daniel Levy can call, like I said, he can call the club whatever the fuck he wants. I couldn't give a shit. I know what this club is. I know what they're called. I know what they stand for.
Right, Vancouver, though, isn't it? Because they can't sell merchandise with Tottenham written on it because they don't own the trademark.
Correct. But this is the thing. I'm more annoyed that more people aren't seeing it for what it is. I forget what the name is being called. It's small fry. People should be even more like, what is this guy doing? Do you see Manchester United saying you can't call us Man U?
Or Manchester United.
No,
United. No one calls, most United fans don't call them Manchester United or Man U. They call them United.
Exactly. But you don't see Manchester United do it. You don't see the Glazers, who everyone wants out. It's just a petty move by a petty man that makes him look even stupider than he already is.
Yeah.
And that's the bit to get annoyed about. Like I said, when Newcastle when it was renamed St James's Park, the St James's, the sports, what was it called? The Sports Direct Arena. How many Newcastle fans didn't say St James's Park? They went mental. And they said it will always be St James's Park to me. That's why that stadium is still White Hart Lane to me.
Yeah.
So you can call it the new Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, which, by the way, it's not new anymore. But the fans are like, you can name it what the fuck you want. I know what it's called as a fan. I know what it's as a lifelong fan. That's St James's Park, not the Sports Direct Arena. Big up, Nick.
Good to see you, Nick.
This is the thing. People call it. People, like you said, fans call it United. Big up, Mark.
Yeah, it is Mark. I forgot it's the 2 Mark show.
Yeah, people call it United. I don't give a monkeys. It's just another petty move by the petty man, and it's pathetic. It's pathetic, and it just shows again his disdain and outright contempt that he has for the fans.
Yeah,
sorry, clients. There's no
clients. Yes,
but this is the thing. This is the thing. It will always be Super Tottenham from the lane. Like I said, Chaz and David done a song about it. I will tell my nephews and my niece this is Tottenham, but our full name is Tottenham Hotspur. But we refer to it's just another stupid move by an absolutely weak.
It's another stupid way to get Tottenham in the news, isn't it? They want Tottenham because like, Donna Cullen is a genius at this. bad publicity is good publicity. There is no such thing as bad publicity. She wants the club to be ridiculed because it gets the name of the club in the media. The
Correct.
more people, that's what she wants. But it's for us, it's embarrassing. It's so stupid.
Yep.
It's so stupid. But she wants us to be ridiculed just so it gets the name of the club in the media. Are they that what's it called? Hungry for people to be talking about them? It's mental. It's just mental.
Correct. And I have to say, James Flowers just put a comment in about what happens if we meet up on a Thursday night. Unfortunately, James, it would have been an all-day breakfast, but we won't be meeting on a Thursday night because the second leg, if we get into Ajax, the second leg's away. And the first leg, I'll still be back in Toronto. So the only hope of meeting for a Spurs game is if we get knocked out to AZ Alkmaar and Notts Forest stays as a Saturday. Otherwise, we're going to have to arrange another date, maybe one of the days when I'm at the protest outside the training ground. And we'll sort something. There's no way I ain't seeing you when I'm back. There's no way we ain't seeing each other.
We'll sort something out.
100%.
It's final thoughts, because we've only got 3 minutes left of the show. What are the final thoughts of the show before we decide to call it a day?
Makes sense. But let's just hope. We got 3 wins from 3, and let's just have a. So if that's doing this, not a goddamn chance. Unless you tell me Levy's hosting it, and then I might come just for shits and giggles. But apart from that, mate, not a goddamn chance. Not a goddamn chance. The vision of me and Levy on the skywalk. That's entertaining. I need to get that thought out of my head. But no, listen. Let's just hope we can finish the month the way we've continued it, and we go. And we go from there.
Final thought.
Yeah,
Levy out. I'm gonna have to watch this rant. I love this. Remember this rant back in the day? You had the screen. Levy out.
Mate,
Levy
it was
out.
10 minutes. It was absolutely unbelievable.
I
spoke to Mr. K a couple of weeks ago, and I mentioned that had just come. F1, not a chance, buddy. The shop, not a. James, you know the deal. I will not step foot in anything to do with Tottenham Hotspur, apart from away games, where I can support the team and the lads.
Not the regime, in the words of Ryan Isaacs.
Exactly. So yeah, not the shop where we still can meet in Tottenham, mate. We can go for Chick King. We can go to the Coast and Horses. We can go to the tap.
Here. You could meet at the coffee company.
So yeah, we'll sort something for damn sure, mate. It's this Friday. It's only 6 weeks. I can't wait.
Mankind is better. No. Shut up, Flower Power.
Yeah, he's really trying. He's trying. He's trying. He's failing miserably, but he's trying.
But on that further note, we are going to end the show there. We will be back tomorrow here for another chill and coffee stream or whatever. We are. Don't know. We will try and do something. We'll talk about something tomorrow. There's always something to talk about on the coffee company. But Aki, have we got anything planned for Tottenham on tour?
I plan to. We've got a bit quiet again recently, but I plan to. It's about time we put something out. I was meant to put something out on Friday with Martin formerly of the Trust, and that live will be coming soon. I've just had my stuff that I need to deal with. So at the moment, till I get that sorted, I've got to give everything to that. But apart from that, we will be back and running as normal.
But thank you all so much for watching today's show. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you. Let's say thank you. We're going to start saying thank you. Thank you for Leo, for Ian, for Jesse, for your membership super chats. And of course, thank you to A User, Jesse, Jason H, and of course, Tomo for your super chats. It really helps us out a lot. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Aki, take it away.
And as always, Levy out.
And if you smell what the cough is, Brewing, thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Ciao for now.
A little different than all the rest. I'm quite old-fashioned where I had sometimes played chess. And when I'm out, I'm looking for that vintage fling. But all complexions that I adore, so hard to find, these seem impossible to score. So I dream on